Hi, if you have a dog like I do that has GI issues and doesn't tolerate treats at all, I've learned how to make some dog treats using my dog's prescription dog food. I bought this little cutter thing from, it's called Duo Shop. I'm sure I found it on Amazon. Anyway, this works best if you put your can of dog food in the refrigerator. So what you do is you put it in the fridge and then you dump the whole thing out, or at least you try to, onto a cutting board. And you can slice it by hand if you want. That seemed like a lot of work to me, because I do a lot of dog training and eat a lot of treats. So I just took my little cutter here, and if you put the flat side down, you can listen to your coffee pot go off. Sometimes this works pretty well, and sometimes maybe not so well. So I'm pushing the whole thing down. It's making tiny little slices. It's a little bit smaller than the can of dog food. At least that's a lot of slices I don't have to make. Push this down and down. You see how it's kind of falling out. He will eat the rest of this dog food, so it doesn't really matter. Cut that off. And then I take these little pieces, and it's really important that you use parchment paper. Don't use wax paper here. We're going to microwave these for about 3 minutes. I tried doing it with in the oven, and they all fell apart. So dog food does kind of fall apart. So I'll get these in here, microwave them, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is kind of what they look like when they're done. Oops. I let them cool. I'm not sure this was 3 minutes in the microwave, and they still feel a little squishy. I might do some more, but I'm going to let those cool. But as long as I'm here, that leftover squishy dog food that I had, I'm going to make what I call glop, to fill in marrow bones, or the bones, frozen bones that don't have the marrow anymore because you can't eat the marrow. So get your friends' dogs to eat them, and then just get the bones. I put the bones in the freezer, keep them there until I fill up a bunch of them. So I'm going to take this glop, put it in here. What I found works the best is to use my immersion blender. So I've probably, I don't know, a third of a can here, and that looks like a big mess. So what I like to do is add some, one of these packets, hang on, I put some Fortiflora probiotic in here, and then I will add, and in this case, I'm just going to add some water to make it a little mushier. So after I add the water, I'll use the immersion blender and make a big, it'll be nice pasty, and that seems to work really well to put into the bowl. When you get your pieces broken up and cooked as much as you like, put them in a plastic container, and keep them in the fridge for 1 week. The manufacturer, I think we have Hill's Prescription ID dog food, they had instructions on their website, and so anyway, we don't seem to have any problem using these up in a week. Okay, so another treat that I make, I talked about a little bit before, was I have just marrow bones without the marrow, and I have made this, taken the prescription dog food and added some probiotic like Fortiflora, and either water or beef broth, and then I'm just going to slop this in here. Let's see this all that well. And sometimes I add a few of his little dog food bits in here just to make it more interesting. Fill those up, put them in the freezer, and then you always have a nice little snack to keep them busy. They have to do something. Of course, all of this adds into his calories for the day, even though it is all his prescription dog food. It still counts toward calories for the day. Okay, thanks for watching, and hope your dog enjoys the little dried treats and the little frozen treats.